Dead mortal locks, guys. It's what we are looking for as gamblers. And I've got one for you here today at the outset of this Friday video report. This is one you can take to the bank, bet everything you own on. God, don't I sound like one of those 800 scam decappers? Hey, it's absolutely free. It's absolutely free as well. Here's the dead mortal lock, guys. I can assure you that handicapper Chris Jordan will not be inviting Sebastian Janikowski, the Oakland Raiders place kicker, to Thanksgiving dinner next year. Yes, I can guarantee that will not be happening after the Raiders kicker booted that field goal that cost Chris his 4th consecutive 1,000-star winner yesterday on the Cowboys. I mean, geez, the Dallas Cowboys look pathetic early, down 21-7. They then catch fire, and then their defense, especially that awful pass defense, screws you again, because Oakland gets in position to get that final score. A meaningless field goal in terms of the outcome of the game, but certainly one that cost Chris the cover. But hey, listen, guys, I know exactly how he's feeling. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, I had everything going in my favor. I mean, going into yesterday, I had won 6 out of 7 football plays here on the site. The ones that I'm personally betting, the ones that I'm releasing to you, the customers, okay? With the most recent one being a big 15-dime winner on the 49ers on Monday night. And here on the video reports, I had won 16 out of 19 football free selections the past 3 weeks. And guys, you should know by now that those streaks should coincide, because as I have always told you over the years, the free picks, they're kind of like what I call the best of the worst. They are the plays that I am not personally wagering on. For one reason or another, I found them to be somewhat flawed, but they're still great picks. So, I'd won 6 out of 7 premium plays, 16 out of 19 free plays. Of course, yesterday here in the video report, I was right on the money. Told you the Lions would smack around the Packers because Green Bay's problem wasn't all the different quarterbacks they had been forced to play since Aaron Rodgers got hurt, but simply the fact that the Packers can't play any defense. They're a fraud. And then I told you to go ahead and play a teaser with Dallas and the over against Oakland, and that cashed in. And then what did I do? Well, guys, I came out with a big 15-dime play on the Egg Bowl, taking Mississippi minus the 3.5 to 4 points at Mississippi State. And I'll tell you, I did extensive research on every one of those games, as I do every single day. And my research not only, consists of what I personally know about these teams from following them all year, but, reading the beat writer stories, reading every single thing I can get from the various newspapers. And this, of course, was all the papers in Mississippi, since it's the big rivalry game. And nowhere did I see anything other than the fact that the starting quarterback for Mississippi, from Mississippi State, Dak Prescott, was going to be out yesterday because he was injured, which meant a true freshman, was going to make his first collegiate start. This guy was raw, and I thought, hey, that's all the more reason to go with Mississippi. Naturally, you know what happens. Prescott comes off the bench, completes 11 of 20 passes for 115 yards. He runs the ball 9 times for 29 more yards. He gets him into position for the game-tying field goal to force overtime, and then naturally to cap his Joe Namath-like performance, he goes ahead and scores the winning touchdown on a 3-yard run in overtime to give Mississippi State the 3.5 to 4 point home underdog, the 17-10 win that cost me the play in that one. And you know what? That's why it's called gambling. I mean, you can't handicap turnovers. Mississippi 4 turnovers yesterday. Their quarterback, Bo Wallace, had 3 interceptions in that game. I mean, everywhere I read, they said that Dak Prescott was not going to play. And he played. And it happens sometimes. It's the reason I don't lament the losses and I don't celebrate the wins. Otherwise, I'd be going crazy. But it reminds me of that great line from Risky Business. And no, guys, I'm not talking about the line, the one that, I've got a trig exam tomorrow and being chased by Guido, the killer pimp. Not that one. It's the Tom Cruise line when he looks at the college counselor and it says, sometimes you just got to say, what the, and you know what the next 4-letter word is starting with F. And what the is what I have to do after that loss yesterday. Hey, let's move on. I've got another free selection coming your way, which naturally I'll win. I'm sure I will today. It's on the Fresno State-San Jose State contest. But let's talk about some of the hot handicappers here at the site. First up, Jeff Benton. Biggest release of his career in college football. Third ever 150 dime play. It goes today, Conference USA Game of the Year. Really good game. I mean, maybe you guys don't follow the Conference USA, but let me tell you, East Carolina and Marshall should be a lot of points, high-scoring offensive game in this one. It goes at noon Eastern time. His previous 150 dime winners were 2 Saturdays ago, SMU over UConn. 3 Saturdays ago, Houston covering easily in a 5-point loss as a 13.5-point dog at Central Florida. This play is every bit as strong. His most recent 100 dime play, remember Stanford, 10.5-point dog, outright over Oregon. This play is 50% stronger. Third ever 150 dime college football play of his career. It goes today. Anthony Redd with a second 100 dime college football release in as many days. Yesterday, 100 dime college winner number 5 out of 6. Texas crushing Texas Tech 41-16 as a 5.5-point home chalk. Of course, last Saturday hit a big 100 dime play with Oklahoma State, a 7.5-point home dog outright all over Baylor, handing the Bears their first loss of the season 49-17. Today, going for winning day number 9 out of 11 with 100 dime college football winner number 6 out of 7. You might want to check that out. And that leads me to your first coupon today, guys. You want to save $25 off a single purchase today? Simply use coupon SAVE25. SAVE25, S-A-V-E, and the number 25, no space between the word and the number, and put it all together, and that's how you save $25 off of any single purchase here at the site of anything you want. Let's talk about Shawn Michaels, like I talk about Shawn Michaels every single day, guys. Today, going for winning day number 62 out of 92. Yesterday, 100 dime teaser winner. He delivered with Dallas and Detroit. And today, not only is he going for winning day number 62 out of 92, but 100 dime college football total of the year, part number 2, your Houston SMU over-under. That game kicks off at noon Eastern. Now, part 1 was Florida Atlantic and New Mexico State over last Saturday. Part 2 going today at noon Eastern time. He is 12-2-1. 12-2-1 with 100 dime releases in football over the past 3 weeks. And one of those, New Orleans against San Francisco 2 Sundays ago, which he and I won, and I think most of you guys won as well, was actually considered a push here at the site. But this play is every bit as strong. Yesterday, hit that Dallas-Detroit teaser. 41-17 with NFL 100 dime releases the past 4+ years. This play is just as strong. College football, 8-1 with 100 dime college football's side selections this year, including Navy and 2-point dog and triple overtime outright at San Jose State last Friday. This play is just as strong. Guys, the final numbers of this. Over the past 6 months, he has had 93 plays, 61 wins, 30 losses, 2 pushes, a $10 better, has made over $20,000 in that 6-month period. And here's the best news of all, guys. There's a catch. Yeah, and you're going to like this one. You can save $80. You can save $80 off the purchase of Shawn Michaels' latest 100 dime play today simply by using coupon code. Now, this is original. Sean80, Sean80, S-E-A-N, and the number 80, you will save $80 just like you did last Saturday for that 100 dime college winner. This one, you will save $80 just like that one by using coupon code Sean80. One other coupon to talk about, Matt Rivers, college total of the month, part number 2, going for him as well today. It's his 4,000 star, his 400,000 star winner, number 22 out of 34 overall, and his 5th in a row over the past week and a half. It's Florida International and Florida Atlantic. Now, part 1, it was really weird last Saturday, and I know why. Florida Atlantic and New Mexico State over was his play last Saturday, and he even said that between 64 and 66 points would be scored in the game. The final score is 55-10. I mean, can you be on any more on the money in that one? And the reason why, FYI, that I say it's kind of interesting, he had that play last Saturday. Shawn Michaels had that play last Saturday. I gave you a free winner on Florida Atlantic last week. Another guy here at the site had Florida Atlantic as well. Because we were all, I think, influenced by a wire story we saw coming through that said that, Florida Atlantic was here after getting rid of their coach because of that whole alleged drug use, blah, 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 had won 2 straight games and played so well, and suddenly I think that planted the seed in a lot of handicappers here at the site and elsewhere, and gamblers as well, to ride Florida Atlantic. Well, anyway, I digress. Matt Rivers did hit that play yesterday, 400,000 star. Last Saturday. Today, college total of the month part number 2 is Florida International, Florida Atlantic. The game kicks off at 3:30 Eastern time. And you are going to get it as the $5 play of the day simply by using coupon code MATT5, M-A-T-T, and the number 5. You just got a 400,000 star winner from him on Monday night with the Pistons hammering the Bucks. That was a $5 winner. You got 2 $5 winners from him last week in the NBA and college basketball as well. And get another one today, $5 play of the day, using, once again, coupon MATT5. Quick congratulations going out to Brad Wilton. Yesterday, you got a 60-time winner, number 34 out of 49 as NFC North total of the year. Green Bay, Detroit over the total. That was his third straight football $5 play of the day winner. I tell you the good, I can tell you the bad. I told you about me. I told you about Chris Jordan. Is there anybody else I have to tell you about? No, I think that's pretty much it. So now, time to move on. Let's talk about the free pick here. Fresno State, Florida State. Oh, hell, Florida State's going to win tomorrow, too. But anyway, Fresno State, 7.5-point favorite against San Jose State. You know, Fresno State is not only battling San Jose State here. Fresno State is also playing Northern Illinois here because Northern Illinois leapfrogged over the undefeated Bulldogs in the latest BCS standings and certainly didn't hurt their cause with the national TV win on Tuesday night. Although they didn't play brilliantly, they certainly got the job done, and their quarterback Jordan Lynch set an all-time record again for most yards runs for in a game by a quarterback. So Fresno State here has already wrapped up a berth in the Mountain West Championship game, title game. You know, they absolutely hammered New Mexico last week, 69-28. Their quarterback, Derek Carr, 7 touchdowns in that contest, 820 total yards for the Fresno State offense. And again, they clinched the berth in the Mountain West Conference title game, but now they've got to impress the pollsters, the humans and the computers, which means they've got to win big here again today against San Jose State. No ifs, ands, or buts. And you've got an accommodating San Jose State defense. As I alluded to earlier in that Shawn Michaels play about Navy over San Jose State last week, I mean, that was a back-and-forth game like crazy that Navy, the 2-point road dog in that contest, managed to win in that game, beating up San Jose State in that contest. You know, this is a big rivalry game. These two teams are only about 150 miles apart, San Jose State and Fresno. They both have good quarterbacks. Derek Carr, of course, for Fresno, and David Fouts for San Jose State. Here's the thing, though. You know, Fresno has been getting the job done actually defensively here a lot better of late. They lead the Mountain West Conference with 31 sacks. Their last 6, they've given up 14, 14, 28, 23, 10, and 28 points. Now, some of those games you say 28 points, my God, now they gave up a lot of points. Yeah, but keep in mind, guys, their first 4 games this season, they gave up 51, 25, 40, and 37, for Christ's sake. So this is a big improvement for Fresno State in this one. They are, again, number 16 in the BCS standings. They got to move up to number 12 somehow. So I think Fresno State puts a hurting on them today. I would go ahead and take the 7.5. And you know what I always say, if the line crosses 3, 4, 7, and sometimes 10, you go ahead and buy down or buy up the half point, depending on whether you're on the chalk or the favorite. In this case, I would go ahead and buy down if you have Fresno at 7.5. You know, and just here off the top of my head, let me just look at the odds here for a minute. You know, I like teasers. Just like Shawn Michaels, just like Craig Davis, just like Scott Delaney. I like teasers, and I'm looking at this number here, and I'm going, you know, 7.5 points. Is there another game on today's card that you could easily tease Fresno? And I'm looking at the line here. By the way, do you like the new scores and odds here at the site? Number of improvements have been made here. Still working on adding more stuff. You know, we've added more sports. I've changed the array of sports books from which you're getting the lines from Vegas and offshore. I think it's a little easier and cleaner site to look at, especially on mobile devices as well. But anyway, just looking at the rest of the lines, you know, there is not one other game here. Nope. I don't see anybody else I would tease it with, so hell with it, guys. Just play Fresno State straight up, and there you go. Hey, guys, best of luck to you all. Enjoy your Black Friday. Like you guys are all running out to Walmart at 6 a.m. I mean, that's what you're doing today, right? And I'll catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time.